Hey everybody, welcome back. So now we're going to talk about an example from problem type 2. I will also be doing another one because there's a lot of different types with this one. So here we have simplify the expression by using a double angle formula. They give us sine of pi over 7 times cosine of pi over 7. Okay, we need to simplify this. And usually when they say simplify, we want to kind of bring it down to one trig function or a number. So when I see this reminds me of the double angle formula for sine, right? So sine of 2x, or 2 theta, however you want to write it, it doesn't matter, is equal to 2 sine x cosine x. Okay, so this almost looks like it. What's the problem though? So we have sine pi over 7, cosine pi over 7. We have the sine and cosine right here. We have this extra 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for sine x cosine x. Let's just see what this equals to, right? So I'm going to divide this side by 2 and this side by 2. Now be very careful. When you divide this doesn't mean like these 2's cancel out. No, not at all. This 2x is inside this sine. So you can't touch that. All this really becomes is 1/2 sine 2x. And that's going to be equal to just sine x cosine x. So what we did is we found the formula that looks similar to what we have. But we need to make it work for us. And since this problem only gives us sine and cosine, we solved our formula to match, right? So now we have sine and cosine, and we have sine and cosine here. What does that equal? This equals 1/2 sine of 2x. So really all we got to do is plug in our values, right? So another way so our x's are pi over 7. So sine of pi over 7, cosine of pi over 7 is going to be equal to this, but plugging in pi over 7. So this equals 1/2 sine of 2 times pi over 7. And then if we simplify that, that's 1/2. Sorry, there's a little dot. That's not negative. It's just I hit the keyboard or the tablet. But yeah, we get 1/2 sine of 2 pi over 7. And that is your answer. This is it. You are done. We simplified this to one trig function. We don't know the sine of 2 pi over 7 it's not a special angle. We can figure it out by plugging it into a calculator, but we like exact answers in trig. So we just keep it just like this. 1/2 sine 2 pi over 7. All right, I will be presenting the next example in another video.